Mic check.
1, 2.
All right, look, this is out here. This is for all the grandfathers in the world. I'm a grandfather, young grandfather. You know, it used to be cool when I was a young father. Young grandfather suck a little bit, but this is the problem for real, man. But this is the problem for a grandfather. He's a medium grandfather, and he had a rough time at the Sunglass Hut, and we need to help him. Stand by, grandfathers, to help each other.
Well, faulty facial recognition software is at the heart of this case. 61-year-old Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr., a grandfather.
Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr. That's a grandfather name.
Yeah, it is.
Harvey Eugene.
Harvey Gene.
Harvey Eugene. They locked him up.
He was taken to jail, and in a matter of hours, he was beaten and then released.
It's not
Years
funny.
later, he's suing.
They graped on Pop.
And was robbed by two armed men. The employees inside were threatened at gunpoint and taken to the back of the store while the suspects stole money and several pairs of glasses.
Sunglass Hut may not have access to facial recognition software, and so the documents show that they took the video to Macy's, who then used his features to determine that he was the one that had robbed the Macy's before and identified him as Mr. Murphy and told Sunglass Hut.
Daniel Duco, the lawyer for 61-year-old Harvey Eugene Murphy Jr., who is from Houston, says his client was in California at the time of the crime. Murphy Jr. eventually moved back to Texas for work in October of 2023.
And he goes to the DMV to get his driver's license renewed. And the police officer comes from around the counter and puts handcuffs on him and arrests him.
And that was the beginning of a life-changing ordeal. Murphy was taken to jail for multiple felony warrants for the robbery at the Sunglass Hut. Court documents suggest the store employee was also prepped by the company and identified Murphy as the robber, with facial recognition playing a key role in his arrest. Murphy gave officers his alibi. It checked out, and he was told he would be released.
While he was being held in jail, he was going to use the restroom. He was beaten.
Because of the nature of the alleged crime, lawyers say Murphy Jr. was put alongside violent criminals. 3 men.
You think they graped on Pop?
No. I don't think so. So I think he can try and get a check. Son.
Right, he's in the county jail.
He like, yo, I know they ain't locked me up for something I ain't do. Or I'm going to fabricate this story here,
right,
boy.
but why he go over the top with the lie? He said 3 people graped him. It's like they was waiting for that old butt.
I don't know, man, but I mean, if it is true, that's a terrible thing to happen.
Man, that ain't true.
Man. Yeah.
It's terrible he got locked up. Ain't nobody grape on his old
Yeah,
butt.
but he can ready beat all that, though, and he can ready get a check.
He's 67 years old in a county
61.
jail. 60. It doesn't matter. Ain't nobody grape on him. That's crazy.
He older gentleman, man, probably ain't jammed him up. He wasn't even in Texas. He was in California at the time.
He was the.
They could prove it. So they was wrong on many fronts. He went in jail, went to the back.
County lockup for 24 hours, and they
caught him out there.
It was dudes ain't even in there that long.
I don't know how long they in there. How long it take to get great?
Listen, look, for people who don't know, like I'm not saying that jail grape don't happen, but it's normally like in a prison, not a jail.
Yeah.
A jail, people just got.
Well, a lot of people don't know the difference between the two, son.
Right, and he didn't either. So he was like, just where the graping happens.
I'm in the grapevine.
Right, I'm in the grapevine. He said he went to immediately. He came in.
Yo.
He had to poop. Niggas was like, that smell good.
Hey, yo, nobody said that, man.
Apparently 3 dudes did. That's what he
They're
said.
like, yo, old dad, sexy. We gonna get him.
He still had his sunglasses on. He's like, yeah.
He had the Joe Bidens on.
Right, he had the Joe Bidens on. He had the cane. Don't grape me.
Yo, chill. He had a cane.
Look, man, that man, ain't nobody grape him.
Nah, he get ready to get paid.
Yeah, he about to get paid. Ain't nobody do it to him.
Yeah.
Get examined. Examine Pop.
Grape kid?
Right. He's 65. He ain't got no grippers.
Followed him to the bathroom and raped him with a shank pressed against his neck.
Oh, that's right out of a movie.
Dismissed. He is now suing the parent company of Sunglass Hut and Macy's for using the facial recognition software that led to his false imprisonment. The dangers of using this technology is also outlined in court documents.
I know for a fact that studies have showed that African Americans have a high rate of false positives based on facial recognition software.
So the facial recognitions can't tell Negro faces.
I don't know, but it was a major failure on their part.
They said it was the facial recognition has a high probability of false
For
positives
African-Americans.
with black people.
But what about white people?
No, it's geared for white people.
Oh yeah.
You know, our faces look dramatically different. So
we look alike, son.
right.
So
Yeah, so it was like good enough.
Yeah, they all look alike.
It's interesting. They made the facial recognition just as racist as the police recognition, as the police sketch artists. They all,
Yeah.
which is fine. Okay.
So the facial recognition is racist also?
I guess apparently they can't tell the difference.
Okay, all right.
They need to get some of that Chinese facial recognition because they all look the same.
They all
China
look the
know who
same.
everybody is.
Older with pictures of other people when younger. So age gaps have a very high rate, up to 90% of false positives.
According to his lawyer, Murphy has long-standing physical and psychological injuries, and he is now coming forward to raise awareness and hopefully prevent this from happening to someone else.
Yeah, he's trying to pick up.
Now, I want to note here the Houston police.
He have a lot of physical and psychiatric problems, and his butthole hurt.
His butt don't hurt. If his butt hurt, he did it. He wanted to do it. He should have said, "I went to jail and I had a threesome, a foursome, or however many people ran up on you."
I guess.
I don't believe you, old man. I don't believe nobody wants your butt.
Man, that's terrible, man. I mean, it's what it is, man. It just shows how the facial recognition is flawed.
Right, facial recognition is flawed. Apparently, butt recognition is too.